have some fun today. You got your tablet and pen ready to go? No. What'd you do? Want to just come watch me or something? Get a tablet and pen now. Okay, I want to get you to millionaire. I'll get you to billionaire if you pay attention. Why? Because I did it. You can do it too. Now, my name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write it down. Ray Reynolds. Wow. Isn't that fun? Now, guess what? Today is the day you're going to change your life. On that tablet, write down my name. Write down today's date. By the way, this is live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. They're trying to get me to do that too, and I don't want to do it. For 45 years, I've been helping people live, in person, and online. There's no pictures. There's no recording. Why? Because you got to put it here, mindset. Your biggest problem you have in your whole life getting to the $1 million dream is you. You're your biggest problem. Now let's understand. I like goodies. You like goodies? You see, I bought my first Lamborghini. I was 14 and a half at an auction. I brought in my first million at 14. Did 2.6 billion at 26. You see, the bottom line is you got to create a blueprint. The rules and tools how to play. My first helicopter, the yachts, the race boats, and on top of that, the mansions. Oh, I like goodies. You like goodies? Now understand, my life didn't start out that way. I was born in a damn taxi. She didn't want me. But what am I going to do? I didn't get a family. Kind of sucks. Most people got a mommy and a daddy, an uncle and a grandma, whatever that is. I have no idea. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. She used and abused me too. What a piece of turd she was. But you know what today? Your journey began with me. So let's understand. I'll tell you about my little journey, how I got to million to billion. As long as you play, I'll get you there. I'll even do most of the work for you so you don't screw it up. Okay? So let's understand today. I got a couple of problems. First of all, I ain't rhyming all the time. In the 6th grade, you know what they told me? I was retarded because I write with both hands and talk at the same time. I do 3 things at once. They said both sides kind of work. Then I rhyme all the time. Then I got this test, all right, and all these things when I was 14 and a half at basically T. Winkle Junior High. Then I went to West Coast College. I have an IQ of 203. Wow, with total recall. Well, that's kind of fun. So let's play. Draw the diagram in front of you. Come on. I want you to think about in your city where you live, United States of America Incorporated, and every state's a corp and every division is a city. So let's play. How about Bank of America? Did you know they announced that they're going to shut down thousands of locations of banks again? Because they don't need them anymore. They signed a 100-year lease. They make it a business decision and they bankrupt the hell out of it and throw it away. Then they write it off on their taxes. But you keep bringing the pain home. Isn't that kind of silly? Isn't that kind of dumb? So we look at the banks, we look at the grocery stores, we look at Sam's Club. They shut down 15 locations, 1,500 locations too. Then we have to look at Geico, one of Warren Buffett's companies. How about cities? 11 cities have filed bankruptcy so far. So what do? Number 1 for you is simple. Write down, never bring the pain home. In other words, stop bringing the damn pain home. Why the hell did you do it in the first place? Because you didn't learn how to play the rules and tools. You listen to your friends and family to start your credit file. Oh, goody. Sorry, they got it all wrong anyway. So let's play. Now, I want you to become a certified CFO. Go through my process. I'll certify you and get you $1 million to $1 billion if you want. You need to program your brain to millionaire status. Is that okay? Now, the next thing we have to do is look behind the curtain. Now, I'm going to explain that to you. Mrs. Hope was a she-devil from hell. Every morning at 6:30 in the morning, she'd drop me off Redondo Beach Pier from the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. She'd roll down that window and she'd say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. I told you she was a she-devil from hell. You know what happened? I got basically stealing off the pier. And then from there, I got caught and then I became the janitor for the pier too. But you know what I looked at? Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. I saw the money. Then I saw Rat Beach. Isn't that fun? It's called Rat Beach. So here's the thing. I researched as a little boy because I taught myself how to memorize words at 2.5 years old. I freaked them out too. And I learned one thing. How did they get the money? They win the lottery, get a raise, or mommy and daddy gave it to them too. So I've been researching people, rich famous people since I was a little boy. So let's play. I want you to get out your credit cards. Come on. Get out your credit cards in your personal wallet today. And let's teach you how to play. Since I set up most of the system anyway, just have some fun. See, your credit cards need a sticky in the back of it. A sticky. Limit of the card. All right, 25% maintain, never past 29%. Because the moment you go past 20%, you drop your score. Hell, you get stuck. You can't get any more. And you back yourself in a corner with you hurt your family. That's called silly and dumb, by the way. And then you hawk your house. It's like, I don't get this. All right, people say they're smart. I just think half the people in this world are friggin' lazy. So if you do what I say to do right there, you'll balance your score so you can get some more. It's called a line of defense. Now, if you listen very carefully, these cards, you're going to balance that way. These cards, you're not, because you can max them out $1 million. They have a paid overtime limit too, and then it'll fluctuate your credit score. When I'm done with you, you're going to maintain a 750 the rest of your life. Got it? The rest of your life. So let's look at TRW. All right, Thomas, Raymond, Woolridge. They made bicycle parts. Then they started cell formation. It stood for the reports wrong, TRW. Then they were bought out in basically 96 by Experian. Now, I designed certain things back then, and I was training Ken Yorborough, security chief of TRW in Experian. You see, basically, back then it was simple. Good, fair, or hell no. Again, don't jack these suckers up. All you have to do is understand these. They'll balance your score so you can get some more, and they'll maintain a 750 the rest of your life too. So let's understand. What I'm going to teach you today, we need to put in high school and college. Because what happens, we want them not to make the same mistakes you made. Get out that tablet and pen so we can begin. And that's the ultimate goal. So let's think. Big discounts. We're raising money for some families right now. Okay, because we always want to give back and help people all the way. So the bottom line is we have big discounts today, trying to do our part. Okay, so understand if you see a discount today, you might want to jump on it because it's only good today. Now, we have this millionaire building call. That means you're stuck with me on the phone or a Zelle or a Zoom. Okay, so we get to play blueprint. What am I going to do? I want to blueprint your past, present, and your future. Your past, good, bad, and ugly. I want you to see if you're set up for the present. And I want you to see if you want to really build your future. Is that okay? That's the ultimate goal. Now, the next thing is your family. We're going to make sure you don't screw it up anymore. All right? A corporation. If you have a corporation, if you don't, I'll hand you one for free. You'll just pay your little filing fee. From there, division process, I invented that in 85, 86. About 26 to 30 divisions you should have if you want to play and get to millionaire too. The next thing, irrevocable trust. See, we have to plan to live. We have to plan to die. We have to have an irrevocable trust. The next thing we have to think about is this, the car. You actually drive a car registered to you. Isn't that kind of stupid? Or you get in a bumpy bump, they sue you and screw you up too. Maybe you should think about putting that in the division process. I'll explain that a little bit more as we go along. The next thing is the house. You bought a house in your name. Should have bought it through the trust, by the way. The next thing is how about residual income, passive income, money coming in every month. And what we need to do. See, I got stuck. I was 17 and a half when I was doing my auctions and properties and having fun. I had 19 houses. And what did I do? They told me I could get number 20. They told me no. I don't like no. So I transferred my properties to my divisions, freed up my loan to value problem. My next thing is I needed $1,000 a month. That was my bills. So I figured a way to get $1,000 a month automatically. 1,000, 2,000, up and away. By the time I was done at 2009, before I died in a coma, I was doing $1 million a day. Is that okay? This is fun stuff. The next thing is in my book called Winning the Game of Business. 45 years ago in that book series, I wrote down cash flow, free up your time, because that's what I was doing for me. Let's teach you how to play today. Now, a blueprint call can take up to 1 hour. All right, I'm usually going to charge you because it's a discount. I'm usually $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day for the last 45 years. Well, what happens in blueprinting, what happens is for here, this is kind of like my hobby, we give you a discount. The blueprint call normally is going to be $1,000. Today, during this broadcast only, if you want to spend up to an hour with me, re-blueprinting your life personally, we can do a phone call, we can do a Zoom. It'll be up to you for $299 today. The discount is because we're raising money for people. The next thing is ask yourself a couple of questions. Do you want to enhance your income or would you like to replace it? Write it down and circle the one you want, because let me know and I'll get you there. Simple. As we play, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. Now let's understand what this really means. I want you to write down what about me. When you watch TikTok, Google, and YouTube, you hear all this blah, blah, blah. The person going blah, blah, blah is not the person going to hold your hand every step of the way. That scares me. See, I like live, and I don't like pre-recorded crap. So you're stuck with me in the beginning, middle, and end, every step of the way. And I can guarantee it too. What about me? Write it down. See, every time somebody tries to help you, you got to think about, what about me? I'm watching you or listening to you to do something for me. I want something for me. Okay, that's the goal. The next thing is I want to basically certify you as a CFO. I'd like to build you a corporation up to $1 million in division process, if you allow me to. Now let's focus on chapter 18 right here. This is the law, public record, not here to be CPA and attorney. Very simple. I was told, and I heard this at a poker game when I was 7.5 years old, that a corporation's a legal person right there. So I wrote it down. I'm 7.5 years old. I didn't understand what it meant. They told me I was weird, probably true. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department because there's a library next door. I went and said, ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude too. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his in the book. I read the book. The reality is you've been reading the book too. Good for you. You have spent thousands on crap that didn't work. You've had a family member rip you off or a friend, and they just got away with it because you put up with it. So understand, today we're going to teach you to play my way for a while. Now, the next problem I had is very simple. All right, I went to the library for 2 years to figure out and create my own blueprint. I didn't pay attention where it says may sue or be sued. I kind of screwed that up. So let's understand what happened. I sent away a money order for $10. Secretary of State of California. I got a nonprofit corporation, was the cheapest one, and it came back called Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Just fun stuff. I didn't apply for it. See, in the 70s, all right, in 80s, everybody got credit cards in the mail without applying, personal business. Then I got named in the movie Dave. The next thing is I got sued in a lawsuit. I was named in a lawsuit. What? Amazing. So the bottom line is I got named in a lawsuit. You see, I used the word Braille when I started the Orange County Blind Center. I was 12.5. The reality is very simple. Okay? So I had to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So write down, never bring the pain home, okay? The next thing we have to think about what they said when I was a kid. Don't put all your ducks in a row. Don't put your eggs in all the baskets and blah, blah, blah. I kept asking, what does it mean? I got basically the grown-ups going, it's about it. I thought grown-ups when I was a kid were stupid. When I grew up, I realized most of them were stupid. Isn't that terrible? See, your corporation, if you have one today, when they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Congratulations. Now, if you got an LLC, which you don't need in the first place until you're in the profit zone, I'll call it stupid. You see, right now, because everybody do LLC and try to hide behind those, the Federal Trade Commission, all right, and the Treasury Department, come January, they want to come kick your assets. They want you to pierce your own damn veil. Peekaboo, they get to see you. All right, I'll show you how that works too. Now, the type of corporation will pick it up my setup in level 1 workshop on Wednesday, 10 a.m. live, and Saturday, 10 a.m. live too, if you want to play with me. Now, the goal is to put all your ducks in a row and get $1 million and never bring the damn pain home. Is that okay? The next thing is warning about me. Why? Because I'm honest and I'm blunt. I say it like it is. And if you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. But what you did was stupid. Isn't that terrible? So I'm the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I tell people what to do all the time. It's kind of fun for me. And I treat them like they're 2 years old. What is the goal again? Never bring the pain home. You get it so far? So here's what we're going to do. The biggest thing you have to understand is a list. See, if you went to the grocery store, you have a list, right? How about your goal list is the index of a book? How about we take every goal you want and we make an activity sheet? Okay, I'll make an activity sheet and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And please try to stump me because I'm bored as hell. I've been bored since I was a kid. It's ridiculous. How about a daily list, a weekly list? How about the project list? Every project is kind of a pain in the ass. So here's what happened with me. 26 years old, I got $2.6 billion corporate structure. I got everything I want. Mansions, raceboats, cars. I got it all. And what am I going to do? I was bored. See, I'm one of these guys. I get up at 2:25 every morning, go to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I put myself in check. I've done that since I was 2.5 years old. So let's understand. I was bored. I like to help people. My wife calls this my hobby. So let's play. Let's write these things down. You're going to have to build self-confidence, self-discipline, self-motivation, and you're going to have to fight through the pain. Congratulations. As we play, I have a foolproof program you can't even screw up as long as you follow through. I got rich and famous people, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, all kinds of fun people, even movie stars too. How about Superman for Gold's Gym? How about college professors who write books? How about homeless people? I got him out of his car, got him raised 360. How about $1.6 million? How about properties in Long Beach, California? How about $1.2 million in 9 months? Then I help people coming out of prison too. Here's Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. There he is, gold and platinum cars. Oh, goody. How about Thomas? He was in prison for 26 years. 6 months of coaching in person, brand new dump trucks. Is that okay? I get you to millionaire too? So let's understand. Your problem is you didn't break down how it works. The biggest mistake is not understanding how it works in the first place. You signed an SS5 form, and you got an SSN at 14 to 16. Unless mommy did it, sorry, all right, at the hospital if you were born in 71 on, because the Nixon took the gold standard out. So what we have to understand is this very simple today. We, the people, all right, we have an SSN assigned to us. It's not really ours. And then we have to look at basically the SS4. So here's SS5, SS4, both IRS, and they don't tell you all this. So why don't you put your hands like this? How about SS5, SSN, tax, and probate when you're dead? Time of death is for the state and federal government to know, because you're dead, you can't take it with you. That way someone doesn't steal your goodies when you're dead, because they want a piece of the action too. The SS4 is not going to pay tax, so we're profitable. Isn't that fun? So if we play the game the right way, we could actually win. Now, if you don't follow your tax returns and you're a crook, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in federal prison, $5 million fine, ruined his whole life and career. Pretty stupid. He listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. I think that's kind of stupid. Well, what can I say? He didn't listen to me. So let's do this today. Why don't you write down irs.gov and write down 1244. You can file one single file tax return, and I'll set almost not pay any damn tax until you're in the profit zone. Is that okay? Now, Richard didn't listen to me too. Damn. He won $1 million the first time in the first show called Survivor. I told him to reference 3 times 5 to 15 million. He didn't listen to that. He's only going to keep 375. That's all he gets to do. He didn't do it my way either. So what did he do? He pissed it all away. And he went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. He violated that being stupid again. You see, you got to realize the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. Now, let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps called states. States got corps called cities. Oh, goody. And then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case they have an old shit day too. But they get away with it in front of you and you don't pay attention. See, we the people, Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person and your goal is to stop bringing the damn pain home. Is that okay? Now let's write down division of me. Come on, let's have some fun. On that line 1, if an SS4, if I could put your name there, your corp, your division, or subsidiary. Your problem is you gave yourself only one chance to try, and you fell on your assets, most of you too. Kind of sucks. So let's build you a corporation with $1 million of credit. Is that okay? Now let's understand an example. Let's take one of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. Here's the keys. $6,800 a month. If I can't pay it, they take it away. They report it to the credit bureaus. I'll have shitty credit. And they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I have double shitty credit. Well, I'm not stupid. I won't do that. I buy it through the corporation. They still see it's me. They see the corporation, they sue me. I'm not stupid again. So what did I do? I created a process that can change the whole world. Isn't that fun? Called Division Process 8586. I bought the Lamborghini as a division of a corporation. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed under SS4. Now, understand, I had 22,000 payphones. So I wrote a book on that too. I wrote a book on laundromats, dry cleaning, and my storage units as well. And on top of that, my car washes and my properties and all the things I'm doing. We're millions and billions having fun. Now, if that car has a problem, I'm going to do the 3-step. Maybe you're going to write it down for you. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate that sucker. I'm going to put it over here. Now, I'm going to try to save it within 6 months. Can't save it. I'm going to bankrupt the hell out and throw it away. See, this gives me more chances to try, and I don't bring the pain home like you. Because what you did, I think, is silly and dumb. Sorry, but I think it is. So we get to play my way for a while. Now, when you sign a lease of a building, it's a division of you, not you, the person. The next thing is which property you're going to get is going to slip and fall and kind of suit you and screw you up. You don't have a crystal ball, neither do I. The S is for us, no taxes due till we're profitable. We look at the 12 acts about credit. The Fair Lending Act. This card is unlimited up to $1 million. It says I can get up to 99 more. How many would you like? You're not winning the lottery today. Hell, you're not getting a raise. How are you going to finance the American dream? Keep stealing from your family? That's kind of dumb, don't you think? So let's play my way for a while. Now, Mary's nice. She called the office going, ooh. I finally go, stop, knock it off. Let's talk. What did you do? Well, I'm an Ivy League education. I make $248,000 a year. I'm a VP for Apple. Well, that's good. She gave $10,000 to her tax attorney to look over the lease, and he said it was good. Got some options too. She gave $5,000 to the CPA. Oh, goody. Then when she jacked up her credit, $98,000 personal, her 800 score went to crap. She called them on the phone and goes, what did I do? Their response is, I don't know, I'm a dummy. See, I'm sorry, CPAs and attorneys, to be entrepreneurs, most of them aren't worth a damn. And if you hire one in the past, I bet you they got their money and they do dilly squat for you too. But we get to play. All right, and that's what Mary did. Mary's restaurant didn't make it. It filed bankruptcy. And since she guaranteed it because her CPA and attorney told her to, being stupid, she basically had to file personal bankruptcy and lost her house. Then her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He said, I didn't sign up for that. You see, if Mary would have came to me first and been a CFO of a corporation, she could have learned to play my way. And I would have certified her too. See, the restaurant should have been a division so you can get rid of the piece and keep the other pieces. Don't you understand your banks, grocery stores, and cities do this in your face? I don't understand stupid. Why do people do stupid things when they can learn to play and talk to me? Pretty simple. So you can stop bringing the damn pain home if you want to. The next thing is you have a corporation today, look it on Secretary of State's website. Find your corp, find your name, because it's there, and then find out if you use your home address. If you did, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. Then you're now on the national mailing list. Everybody knows where you live. All right, and they're on this list. That's how you get robocalls and junk mail. I don't understand. Why would you do that? It should be a mailbox, etc., or a shared office space. So the next thing is you got to put your ducks in a row my way for a while. When they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. So let's create the line of defense. Is that okay? We could play my way. I like that. Wouldn't you understand how to play? So let's play. Now here's a $100 million building, a $1 million Lamborghini, one of the $5 million mansions is one of them, and the $1 million race boat. I obtained them. Why didn't you? Can we turn these up today? Because I think you need to listen a little bit more. So let's play. You don't get this kind of goodies until you hit 5 million, okay? Because I'm going to make you a corporate millionaire if you allow me to. Now, we're going to add you to my credit system that I developed over the last 45 years. I'm going to ask you what your goals are, and then we're going to talk about money that you had before and you pissed away. Did you know if you take $100,000 of money coming in and paying bills, and you put 100,000 in reference 3 times 5, the bank will give you up to 1.5 million. It's credit, loan, and money. We get to leverage money. Borrow money is not taxable. So you take your corporation, and then now you get that franchise over here, and you get an apartment complex with a bunch of units as well, and you create a line of defense. The line of defense gives you financial freedom. Your biggest problem, all of you watching on YouTube, Google, and Tickety Talk and here, your problem is you. You did not build residual income, all right, passive income. And you see, the bottom line is this BS. What the hell did you do? I don't understand. Why didn't you try to multiply incomes on top of each other, get financial freedom, and get 10,000 to 50,000 a month at least? All right, I don't understand. Why didn't you do that? So let's understand, if you want 25,000 of credit right now, there's 4 steps. I add you to my history and my dashboard that has millions of dollars of credit, and we can play and build you credit right away. Now, 25,000 national average is about 10%. Today, if you want to get it through me, it's $999. Take a picture. We're raising money for people. We have 11 families we want to help. The next thing is, if you want $100,000 of credit, usually 10,000. Right now, it's literally $39.99. So you're getting a 70%, and now that's a 60% discount. There you go. Now take a picture if you don't know how to pay. It's Zell, RW when you Zell. Ray's webinar. Ray Reynolds, Ray at raisecredit.com, and that's how you Zell. You also have bank transfer, deposit, or wire. These are good today by 2 o'clock only. If you don't do it, well, then you blew it. So let's understand. Why don't we take $100,000 of credit that I billed you? Why don't we take 50,000 off that money, like one of these cards here, and why don't we loan money to 5 people, 10,000 each? Let's put a homestead blocker, UCC1 chattel mortgage that I invented as well, and let's realize every 50,000 you loan out gives you 2,000 positive cash flow. They don't pay, you get all their goodies. So that way you can design your income if you want to. You can literally design this like I did. Now let's understand something. In my book called Buckets of Money, I show my first matrix I ever created at $4.6 million, $190,000 a month. Is that okay? So I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years in person or online, helping people like you. The ultimate goal. Now, yesterday, the government, our federal government, announced they have over $1 billion they're going to give to nonprofit next year, as long as you're a 2-year nonprofit. And then every state has 100 million, and every city gets 10 million. So this is a lot of money you go get. So if you want to, all right, we have the Harleys that doing the Love Ride, and that was fun, ride with Neil Diamond a couple times. Here's a nonprofit corp, rent money up to 100,000. You can get opportunity for helping others. Tax ID, adding 100,000 of history. You're getting a private phone call with me. The exemption, we're going to go through the nonprofit class. Normally it's about $1,500. Okay, you can find out how to get cars, land, and buildings and houses. During this broadcast, through me only, you can get it for $299 if it was done today by Zell. If not, that's okay. You blew the opportunity. That's on you, not me. So we get to play. So how about, would you like a piece of that over $1 billion of money? It's up to you. See, currently, you don't have your time. Your time has you. Right now, we have 9 days. That's it. It's over. 2023. It's over. If you don't do corps and divisions now to get so next year, January 1st, is on the second calendar year, I call that stupid. Because the line of credit, to get a line of credit up to 150 more, they want you to have your second year. And if you did it my way, you could actually play the game and win. It's up to you. Next year, the goal is the radio and TV show we're going to be doing. Taking about 30 people to tell their story. From there, let's understand. All right, this is what's coming next year for me. From there, I'm going to take one person and I'm going to build $1 million of credit. And we're going to show it nationwide. Just have fun at the same time. So if you want to be that one person, you're going to have to let us know. It's going to cost you some money too. It's not for everybody in that one because it's $1 million. So flippity dippity doos. When I was fixing properties, I realized the buyers are liars. The agents and the brokers are liars too. And what happens to contractor hires a subcontractor outside Home Depot. And all these people are trying to steal my money. I got to the point I didn't like it. I thought it sucked. So at 21, I decided to be the bank. I wrote a book on that too. So I decided to be the damn bank. So we get to play my way. So let's take an apartment complex and let's split deed it. Let's have fun. Let's basically have some fun doing assignment of mortgage, okay? The next thing is, how about my real estate system? All right, the assignment of mortgage. All right, from there, chattel mortgage, all these other things. All right, homestead blocker, UCC1 chattel mortgage. We get to play. How about my financial series? Buckets of money, tax balancing, and be the bank. I like that, and the assignment of asset. So you might want to play a little bit more with me too. So today, We have 14 states that have properties brand new, $100,000 or less. Brand new freaking house. All we need to do, Section 8, or basically have a real estate office manage it for you. What is this going to do for you? Create passive income, residual income, 10,000 to 50,000 a month. So this one's 75,000. You know what? That $5,000 down. Why don't we put it on a corporate credit card and buy 3 of those suckers? Is that okay? We play my way a little bit to create residual income for you, monthly income coming in. See, there's where you screwed up. All of you did. I don't understand why would you do that. See, I can get you to millionaire. Let's get supply and vendor credit too. Why? You don't have to pay a bill up to 90 days. It's called OPM money, other people's money. From there, it's Dun & Bradstreet, selling Amazon and eBay. Hell, we can have all kinds of fun in getting goodies like this when you hit $5 million. Would that be okay? We get God's gift in the mansions in the harbor like I got. How about properties in all 5 islands? Oh, how about the race boats in there? All right, yachts with my name on them too, and the Duffys. You see, I like big buildings and I like Lamborghinis, so we can play. Now, I don't have excuses. And now you met me, you have no excuses either, because I'll hold your hand. Now, by the way, every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, I don't understand that. I broke the world record in 81 in the fastest kick on planet Earth. I kicked the door jam at 10. Then I start kicking the basketball hoop and go, nee. People go, what the? It was always fun, freaking them out. So guess what? White men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. I kicked out the lights, and basically where you come from, and no matter where it is, you can accomplish your goal. Hell, I was born in a taxi going to Gardena Hospital. Don't hear the word no. Every time you hear no, you accept it. The answer is no. Say thank you, walk away, and hell, find a better way. They say no because they don't know how to play. You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. I wrote it in my book called, Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold it at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set for 32 years every Wednesday night. So there's that diagram again. Banks and grocery stores in cities, Geico, and even Sam's Club. So understand, they file bankruptcy in front of you, and what do? Just go, don't pay attention. Look behind that curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. All right, understand, I want to certify you as a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. And when I created my first blueprint, I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. So that's what I want you to do. So you're treading water right now and you're playing it safe. You need 5 things. Here's a must have. So write down the must have items. Number 1 is 750 score. All right, not care credit, first premier. From there, you're going to need a corporation with 26 divisions. You're going to need car, basically cash credit up to $1 million, checkbook money, and then supply and vendor money. Hopefully you wrote these down. These are 5 things that are must have. Without it, you're not going to get where you need to go. Now, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. I've been giving corps for free for 45 years. So if you have one, I'll build the one you have if you allow me to. I'll make sure you understand how to stop bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row. I repackage you my way under the corporate umbrella. And we don't make any more mistakes, okay? So understand, I help rich and famous people all the time. Even presidents of the United States of America Incorporated too. They listen better than most of you. What did you do? I'll bet you had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. All right. And what did you do? You jacked up the cards. You dropped the score. You got stuck. Hell, you can't get any more. You hawked your house and you hurt your family. Is that about right? And that's called stupid. And you're not stupid. Half of you are freaking lazy. The other half better go get it. Stop bringing the pain home. Never bring the pain home. Got it? We get to play my way for a while. You write down today's day. You project 90 working days. You're going to get knocked out 1,000 times. You're going to win 10. That's how it works. Winning the game of business from repackaging America. I wrote that system 45 years ago. All right, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free up your time. There I am, dead in a coma. Kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day 14.5 years ago. You see, we took out one of my yachts in the backyard. I got 3. My wife wanted to take a group of people. Goody. Then one of them was sick, and I got to be there dead. Kind of sucks. She told the office at One Technology Drive over on Spectrum, my building was only 22,000 square feet, and she told him he's in a coma, he's going to probably die.
Ron goes over there with the U-Haul truck, stealing my books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, sells my websites and my phone numbers to a porn site. Never call the phone number on the CDs, please. Now, if you want a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit, you call the office. It's $499. Today, during this broadcast only, it's $99 if you set it over in Zelle. All right, that's what it is if you did it right now with me. 99 bucks RW, put your name and your phone number and your address too. And you Zelle $99 right away. But it's up to you. See, starting a business, running a business is not easy. Most of them fail. Your friends and family might knock you off the damn cliff, but they're going to catch you. You're going to have to die. Hold your breath, please. Now, what do? When you don't get a mommy and a daddy and a family, you get used and abused as a kid, it sucks. So I had to get up every day at 2:25. At 2.5 years old, if not at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So I get up every morning like today, and I said, thank you, Jesus, on my knees for the day, and then go look in the mirror. Now, when I look in the mirror, I give myself a mirror test. I've done this since I was a little boy, 2.5 years old, crying my eyes out. See, the only one who could get me out of hell was me. I got nobody else to help me. You know, it's like you're stuck. So what happens is I give myself a mirror test. You have a good idea. You know what you do? You talk to your friends and family. And you want them to encourage you. That's good. And instead of them encouraging you, they actually interrupt you, and they start to tell you how to do your idea, which they haven't done diddly squat themselves. That kind of clouds your direction, don't you think? But it's up to you as we play this game. So July 4, 2009, we took one of the yachts in the backyard. There I am in the coma. The tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA, steals my life. The nurse asks my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to take my heart, take it away, and not give it back to me. Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So my feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. I'll give you 3 minutes. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. So I don't have any excuses, neither do you. This life is faith and persistence. So I'm truly one of God's example. Now I got 39 books ready to go. This one's called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Next thing we have to look at, I got one called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. I wrote this mainly for men to not say anything to kids or their wives because they have to learn to shut up. Because a woman's a tape recorder, she'll play it back every time the rest of your life. You can't take back what you said. But I had to add another chapter to this for my wife and my daughters. They got to bite their tongue a little longer too. Next thing is fight the monster within. All right, how about bullshit doesn't pay your bills? There's a lot of bullshit out there in TikTok, Google, and YouTube, all the blah, blah, blah. I think if they don't help you from the beginning, middle, to the end of the same person, I think it's BS, but that's just my opinion. The next thing is fight the pain, fight through the pain. See, I think you're stuck. Let's get you unstuck. Let's get you past go. Show you some Lamborghinis, definitely some mansions. All right, white men do jump, more Lamborghinis, my name's on them too. How about race boats, helicopters, U-Docks? How about yachts and Ferraris? Isn't that fun? See, I call it raise rules. All right, the bottom line is I actually use my blueprint. See it, leave it, go get it. You might want to write that down for you too. So credit repair, sorry to say, I call it fraud. You look at all these ding-dongs. Well, you don't have a card, just scores 5. Say, stop the crap. Give them the real rules and tools. They don't really know. They know little pieces. Oh, we can repair your credit. The word repair is broken because it's not repair. See, in the Webster's Dictionary, you can't rebuild. You can't repair credit. You have to rebuild. The next thing is, well, we can do this. Stop. It's bullshit. The Federal Trade Commission says they can't collect money up front. Bottom line. Then you have the Credit Services Organization Act, period. All right, and if you have an open collection account, you better figure out a way to kill the debt. All you got to do is write down Section 611 and Google it. They have no magic wand. It's a bunch of BS, and that's what happens all the time if we play the game. I guess I got so excited. Isn't that fun? So we get to play the game. We get to win, and that's the ultimate goal. See if I can put it back in place. I'm thinking it'll broken. Oh, I guess this is live. Wow, isn't that fun? So we get to play. The next thing is, like, if you have an open collection account, remember something, you can't rip off your creditor. They're going to remove it. Give me a break. An active collection account, you got to kill the debt. There's 5 ways to kill it. If you don't kill it, the bottom line is you're a crook. You got to man up and woman up. You got to take responsibility, take care of your problem. From there, remember, TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, Bicycle Parts Information, bought it by Experian, and I'm the one who trained their, all right, they're basically security chief Ken Yarborough, and I wrote basically the rules, very simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. 25%, 29% sticky. And then we go get the other cards that don't affect our credit. These two. You see, that way you can maintain a 750 forever, and you can learn to play the right way. So remember, negotiate open collection account, do be a crook. 25, 29% rule on all cards but two, and then a rapid refresh. Did you know I invented rapid score and rapid refresh 39 years ago when I was training Yarborough and working with Harold Stokes too? I call this the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. People aren't stupid. Half the people in this world are freaking lazy. There they have, better go see it, believe it, go get it. Steps today, simple. How about Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020? Oh, goody, that's what they did. Credit Karma was indicted 3 times, lying just a little bit. So what do we get to do? Let's have fun. In other words, now the next thing is LifeLock. I see this on TV all the time, and Joe lets them sponsor him. They've been indicted 6 friggin' times. Their last indictment's $100 million. The internet says they're a bunch of damn crooks. So all I can tell you is please be careful. So if you allow me to obtain your credit reports, I'll analyze you. That's right, I'll analyze your credit, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and I'll hold your hand, and we'll sing Kumbaya. And then we'll get a sub 50 score in about 90 days. Did you know on Saturdays I have up to 10 classes? One of them at 1:30 in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time. I call case numbers, and I tell them personally from me what they need to do live. Isn't that fun? See, this is the SS5 you didn't pay attention to. It says name to be known on cards, full name at birth, other than above. So you did this for mommy, did it, to get the SSN for the 1040. That card in your personal wallet today is not even yours. It says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. And you violate the rules all the time, and it's property of Social Administration, not you. You see, the SSN is for the 1040 tax return. That's what it was designed for. When you got your first job years ago, you said, where's my money? You thought they ripped you off. They pointed out to you that the IRS gets their cut first, you get the leftover. Your biggest problem is you're a duck and a sheep because you didn't learn to play, and that's on you. So let's understand today, irs.gov, 1244. And you basically look at it, how you can file one tax return called single filing, and almost offset all taxes until you get to the profit zone. So there's that SS5. Let's look at SS4. Let's compare the two. Legal name of entity, or basically your person, individual person. So if the banks and grocery stores and cities file bankruptcy on entities or divisions or what, subsidiaries or branch numbers, we could do the same thing. And we don't have to be a duck and a sheep. You allowed yourself to be one, that's on you. So it even says banking and credit purposes. One per entity. We could play. Now your corporation's allowed to do 4 things. That's it. Corporation should do buffer tax, corporate credit. So buffer tax and taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credits are damn write-off the tax ID. From there, the car's fleet price. And then you just get the free buffet at the hotel. Now the divisions are what's going to do the business really work. Line of defense, they're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. Your divisions, hopefully you wrote this down because you can't take picture or record. Divisions give you the line of defense. I get your division set up, tax ID histories, and I get you credit. Is that okay? Up to $1 million. Now I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do all the time in writing. But again, if you screw this up, that's on you. Okay, in other words, understand, all right, you're part of the program. You got to go to class, not following you up. And if you violate, that means jacking up cards or applying for credit and crashing a rescore, and you promise not to. You even signed the agreement not to. And if you screw it up, it's on you. Okay, I got 9 shitheads online that put me down because they didn't know how to pay attention. 3 are not clients. They're people that I sell corps. I give them away for free. They don't like that. 2 are actually people that sell CPNs. I don't like them either. The other 4 are just clients who didn't know how to pay attention because they keep screwing up. So if you screw up, just be responsible for your screw up. Don't blame other people like me. Now, a debt, you have to kill it. There's 5 ways to do that. An IRS, they have a form for that too if you have a problem there. 656, 433A and B. So we got to understand rules and tools. If we play the right way, the 750 is waiting for you. That means if we analyze your credit, wrap or rescore, we push scores up, up, and away, create green lights. From there, you go to class. We focus on rapid. Saturday class, simple, 750 score. We charge you $999, and we give you a $1,000 card back. That way you can reimburse yourself. During a broadcast, we actually discount half price, $499, the ultimate goal. So that card we get you will be $500 reimbursed, and that should be the goal. Knowing rules and tools now, you can maintain a 750 the rest of your life if you pay attention. Now, if you don't have a corporation, I'll give you one for free. You just pay your little filing fee. Simple to do. Wrap or rescore. From there, credit rebuilding. Articles also says tax ID setup in level 1. These classes are basically on Wednesday, Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You invest $999. I'm going to hand you $5,000 back of credit. You invest $24.99. I'm going to give you $25,000 of credit back. This goal is you get 5 times your investment. We're going to analyze, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. Again, what are you going to do? You're going to pay attention, and you're not going to bring the pain home. That opportunity right there is very simple today. If you want it, you call the office, 800-254-9506. If you use a card, 5% more. That's what the bank charges us. Or you can Zelle now. The next thing you have to understand is very simple. You added yourself to the national mailing list in the robocall list. You see, you're probably a voter like me. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. From their cable bill, corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. That way you get off the national mailing list and slow down the robocalls too. Numbers right in front of you. The next thing we have to focus on is planning the problem. Your problem is you allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You spent thousands on money and crap you didn't need to do. And you thought it was going to make you millions of dollars. Again, safety credit, sticky, line of defense, simple to do. From there, understand all dashboards do exactly what I designed years ago when it all started in the first place. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So with the discipline in place and you pay attention today, step 5, the next thing, remember, these cards here, we don't jack up past 29%. The other 2 cards we can, up to $1 million, is gold and platinum cards because they don't fluctuate your credit ever again. So now you can maintain the 750 the rest of your life. You don't need to screw up anymore. Is that okay? If we play my way, lose a job, have an emergency, what do? That's simple. All right, you run out of time. All right, you basically for about 42 days, you go jack up your credit cards. You run out of money, you run out of time, there you go. Jack it up and you tell everybody feel sorry for you. No. Doesn't work that way. Let's pretend today you needed $5,000 now. You said the word need. You ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all say no. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out, the payment's $50 a month. The average person wastes and pisses away $50 every other day. So what do we look at? The $140 you waste in a week, $600 a month. If we took $50,000 off of a corporate credit card and get to write it all off, we can actually go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through during a pandemic using some common sense. Is that okay? Now remember, white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Next thing, Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. So that means you need to write down and raise rules now. And then write down the following what I tell you to write. Please. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporation and my family. I have no intent to do fraud. All right, that's what you should write down. That's called have your cake and eat it too. Raise your rules. Step number 7, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Is that okay? You play my way, please. All right. Now, here I am dead in a coma. Google the address, 3202 Portofino Circle, Huntington Beach. You'll find I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas so far. One, I was crippled at 5.5. And then basically I got up because Jesus told me to. No problem. Next one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's trying to knock you down and hold you back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So the goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. That's what I'd like to do. So let's understand, if you want a line of credit, checkbook money, come January, and you do it my way and you position it right, they're going to want your bank, basically your corporation, and your divisions to be 2 years old. So if you don't have them now, you do them now, 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 now. If not, you run out of time. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. People aren't stupid, just half the people in this world are freaking lazy. The other half better go see it, believe it, go get it. This is being lazy. I lost my job, I got kids. Get off your assets, go to the church, get the food. Drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, have a damn garage sale. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel sorry for this guy. I came out of a coma worth millions and billions, and now I'm homeless with my family and my kids. Are you kidding me? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I had cited 3 friggin' times. I took the 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. There's no reason to stay down. I bought my wife her next dream house the following year. So no more BS, okay? Because that doesn't pay the bills. Very simple. We get to play the right way. A division, multiple functions. What are you willing to sacrifice? A division, not the corp and the family. If you allow me to get your tax ID and add history, that allows me to set up the credit report of Experian, Trendro, and Equifax on your tax ID to get ready to pop credit cards for you and your divisions too, and line you up for checkbook money. But again, you have to listen and learn how to play. Now, divisions allow us to multiply, and that's the ultimate goal. In my book called Buckets of Money, my first matrix was $190,000 a month. So that was what I created for myself. We could play the game and we could win. That's the ultimate goal. Look at your corp today, put your ducks in a row, all right, and make sure you remember, if they sue the corp, they sue you, all right, most of the time, almost every time. And that kind of sucks. Let me create your line of defense. So the next thing is daisy chain of credit. Because I understand all 12 credit acts, I learned and I set up a system basically called daisy chain. 1 card to 9 more. There's $1 million. All right, so and there's a line of credit for each one of these too. There's 2.5 million. So if we listen about daisy chain of credit, I have classes on that too. So there's 89 ways to use a division. You should have 9 divisions for the corporation profit, nonprofit, 3 divisions of you, 5 closet divisions, a minimum of 26, if not more. Then you'll build subdivisions. Time is running out. All right, lines of credit up to 250. You have to have a 2-year division or corporation. Divisions at the office are $4.99 normally. What happens today, I'm adding 10,000 of history. And here's what you can do. Take a picture of this if it's done today. I'm giving it away for 99 bucks. I'm doing the tax ID and histories as a free bonus because you're doing it now with this during this class with me. I don't make a commission. So you can get 18 or 26. From there, by January, they'll be on their 2nd year. It is a Zelle only to get that kind of pricing. If you call the office, you have to use a card, use 5%. They'll charge a little more. 800-254-9506. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I got to ride with Neil Diamond a couple of times. So remember, you don't get these kind of goodies till you hit 5 million. You should have $1 million of credit cards and 5 million of checkbook money. If I build you here, the goal is to get that green unlimited, 100,000 and the 2 sisters for 30. That's 160 times 9. Is that $1 million now? How about we go basically to B of A times 9? How about we get the Wells Fargo times 9? How about we get the Inc. times 9? How about the gold times 9? This first 5 out of 10 I like, up to $5 million. So remember, checkbook money, your bank is positioned my way, and I'll tell you how to do that as well through the workshops too. Unsecured up to 250,000, as long as your division and corps are 2 years old. So these are my 5 favorite ones for checkbook money, up to 5.4 million. What is our goal? Accomplishing the goal. Simple. Now I got specialty classes as well, in rotation, 8:30 in the morning on Saturdays. Remember, the grants that they just announced yesterday, federal grants, $1 billion. All right, 100 million for states, 10 million for each city. So you could actually play the game and win. Now, what I'm offering today is normally $1,499. This is where I give you a nonprofit corporation, add history of $100,000. It's an opportunity for helping people, tax ID, credit history, phone call with me, and do the workshop for the nonprofit. Instead of the $1,499, that way you learn about lands, buildings, and houses. Very simple. All right, it is $299 if it is held during this broadcast only. That offer ends today at 2 o'clock. From there, simple. That way you can get a piece of the action as well. From here, remember what I'd like you to learn to do. We're going to take the corporate credit, which you get to write it off, borrow money, and what you get to do is then buy your lifetime income. The income you didn't do in the first place on a monthly base, residual, passive, whatever you want to call it. You didn't create your basic cake and eat it too. And that's your biggest mistake, and you know it is too. So let's raise rules, become a certified CFO, all right? Never bring the pain home. So let's pretend I gave you $1 million check today. What would you do? The first thing you go, oh, I'm going to buy a house and a car. Stop, that's baloney. You only get to keep $375. What I would tell you, just reference 3 times 5 million. All right, from the 15. If there's no leftover, there's no tax. But again, that's up to you. So let's pretend won the lottery. You get the cash value. Fantastic. What's next? Well, I would tell you to put it in a division of you to your corporate bank account. And then I'd sit down with the banker and I'd say, I'd like to borrow against it. You see, you create debt. Borrow money is not taxable. And then you turn that into millions and billions. That's what I tell you to do. So remember, you've had 11 cities file bankruptcy so far. 11 cities file bankruptcy. Cities and states are corporations. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You could have did the same thing with no intent to do fraud. Instead, you decided to bring the damn pain home. I guess that's what you wanted to do. That kind of sucks. What do you think? But it's up to you. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? Okay, because bankruptcy allows SSN versus SS4. Make the decision who's going to be the duck the next time. The bottom line is going to be up to you. So if you let me add you to my credit system, what happens is I can build you up $2 million. But you have to go to class, not fall in your wallet, and you have to pay attention. And we get to play the game, and you get to run your race, beat your doubt, and get out of my way. We get to repackage you. See, well, you should have bought a car as a tax ID, fleet price. All right, and that way you can basically write it all off. See, it's not a point of the write-off as much. The point is who's the registered owner. You buy a house and 2 people on the loan. No, that's called dumb. You buy the car. No, it should be a division. See, if you lose house and car, you have shitty credit. They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you got double shitty credit. Remember, the registered owner of a car should be a division. That way they get dilly squat and a bumpity bump with these bloodsucker attorneys. But that's up to you planning the problem. Next, we have to understand is every piece of property you ever want to obtain should be a division. Which one's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up? You have no idea. So your house payment offsets your taxes. Well, Amazon got 10 billion, didn't pay tax, and double trillion. Why would they pay tax? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. It's simple. He bought Twitter in 24 hours borrowing the money for $44 billion and screwed it all up and called X marked the spot. I don't think he's as smart as he is, in my opinion, but that's up to you to think what you want to do. But he screwed it up. Kind of dumb, you think? The #1 dashboard out there for billions of people to use. Now we're going to X marks the spot. Oh, well, what can I say? He's got a spaceship. So the other guys, they have spaceships too. So you could actually join the club, win the battle, and you could play the game if you want to. Step 15, Run your life through a corporation or in conjunction. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. So today, if you wanted $25,000 of credit, normally it would cost you 10%. But it's given away today because we're raising money for all kinds of people too for $999 if it's Zell. If you want $100,000, it's simple. It's basically going to be a 60% discount, $39.99. If it was done by Zell, now. If not, you kind of blew it. So pay tax, or buy a Lamborghini. See, the point is your paycheck today is taxable income. Is it not? You get the leftover and then you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. The answer is no. Drive a company car like I do. Why don't you go to irs.gov and get a hold of an SS4? Find out it says banking and credit purposes, that you never had to be a duck and a sheep in the first place. You chose to bring the pain home because you listen to silly people too. Now here's mama since 1971. Nixon took the gold standard out. Very simple. Everything to me is rules and tools. You buy a house, it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, and they sue you, they screw you, and take it away. You die, get stuck in the probate, your family got diddly squat. So you understand when you hire that contractor, they hire the subcontractor outside Home Depot. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you and take everything away from you too. My way, they get diddly squat. You like diddly squat? Well, maybe you look up an irrevocable trust today. Simple if you want to. Step 19. So guess what we get to do? So if you're a crook and you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years, $5 million fine, because he was an idiot attorneys in Beverly Hills, California, as the CPAs. All right, simple to do. So what did he do? 3 years in federal prison, $5 million fine? Well, that kind of sucks. So you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. It's not going to work. You got to play by their rules and tools. If you want to save up to 70%, divisions allow you to do that too. From there, you don't pay a bill up to 90 days. You leverage money to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. And you set up your line of defense called step 21 called blackjack. Looks like you get to win. Is that okay with you? From there, here's my office. 2009, 22,000 square foot building. One technology drive, Urban Spectrum. Locations in other states. Doing up to $1 million a day, having fun. And I basically came out of a coma and they stole my life. Now, what am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo like most of you? Hell no. I took out my blueprint, and I basically said, see it, believe it, go get it. And I rebuilt my life. You see, I took out my 3 closet divisions of me, 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Why do people stay down? I don't understand. All right. The bottom line, I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. So where the blank have you been? But it's up to you. Step 22. Now, understand we're trying to give big discounts today, helping about 11 families. And basically, we're doing our part. So what happens is on a blueprint, the call normally is $1,000 for an hour to basically reblueprint your life, past, present, and future. Today, it is given away if it was done right away for $299. Very simple. 1,000 steps to making a millionaire corporation. You have a Millionaire's Founders Kit I wrote and sold at the Bonneville, 32 years, 5,000 a set. Your time has you. You don't have your time. Now, I like boring businesses. I liked when I had my 22,000 payphones, my donut stores, my 31 flavors, my hotels and all the pieces, and the properties and the apartment complex and commercial real estate and all the blah, blah, blah. I created residual income, passive income as a kid because I need my 1,000. I got it to $1 million a day. So what you get to do is very simple. If you allow me to rebuild your life, if you're in coaching or something, and you took $40,000 off the credit lines that I build you, you're going to have probably $3,000 to $10,000 a month. If you take 100,000, you're probably looking up to 45,000. You take 250, you're going to be looking up to 75,000 a month. That would be a boring business ran by a third party. If you want an apartment complex like this, they want $3 million. It's existing. It's leased out. Good. That's what we want. We look at it. They want 10% down. They want $3 million. We use the lines of credit. The next thing we want to position this very simple is to understand we have a new loan. And from there, we have 13,452. All right, 13,450. Okay, income. But one of those tenants could slip, fall, and sue you and just knock you over again. If you reverse this and you turn around to become the bank, The goal is, because I don't believe you're done, you would split each unit and become the bank. Your income would become $76,800. They couldn't sue you. You could sue them if they don't pay. You actually reverse the liability too. So let's focus on real estate franchise storage units. We have a coaching program for 3, 6, and 12 months. When you go to the expo, it's just like a deer in the headlight. Which one are you going to pick? Coaching is going to help you line those projects up for you, with you. So you're going to own it, but you're not going to run it. Is that okay? Like the storage unit, 2 of them, $63,000 a month. Okay, another one got $31,000 a month. Very simple. It's a good business to have. Residual income. How about the dry cleaners? I wrote the books on that too. And laundromats, $63,000. Here's $30,000. Again, how about a Wendy's? How about a Jack in the Box? How about a couple of gas stations? See, your goal is to look at the project list, the goals, the daily, the weekly, and let me hold your hand every step of the way. From there, your residual income should be $45,000 to $100,000 a month. You have 3 months, 6 months, and a 12 months program. What happens the next year should be $5 million. So what happens is in 3 months kind of basically lines you up. 6 months, you should have your first unit. From there, 12 months, you'd have multiple units as well. From there, it's going to be up to you. So there's residual income up to $50,000 a month, if not more. So what happens in a coaching process, we put you in all classes. We make sure we have weekly calls private with me, and basically rapid rescore, pushing you up, and away. Your goal is about projections and learning to daisy chain credit as well into millions of dollars. Now, each one of these is $1,000 down. Here's 3 months. You will pay $600 a week for 3 months because it's an $8,000 package. If you paid $8,000 in full, all right, I give you, all right, $100,000 of credit. If you did the 6 months, $1,000 down, $600 a week, simple. From there, it's a $15,000 program. If you paid in full, I build you $250,000 of credit. From there, when you do the $1 million one, this is $100,000 down. You pay $600 a week for 12 months. And what's going to happen is $31,000 in payments. If you pay $25,000 in full, you save 15%, and I build you $500,000 of credit. That's the ultimate goal. The down payment can be Zelle to lock it in, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Very simple. See, Mr. Buffett did what I'm trying to get you to do. All right, he doesn't run all these businesses, he owns them. And that's the goal. All right, building residual income. A corporation is a legal person that may sue or be sued. Line of defense is your divisions. You're willing to sacrifice with no intent to do fraud. Corp and family you protect. Corporations and family. Divisions allow you to get multiple credits. Like in my book called Buckets of Money, $190,000 a month. The goal. So once again, 26 divisions should be your minimum. Each division right now, adding history and giving away for $99, raising money for help people too. It's up to you. As we do this, it'll be on its 2nd year. It is a Zelle only. And if you need to do that, use Zelle. If you call the office, 800-254-9506, it will charge you a little extra, but it's worth the phone call too if you're not Zelle. Simple. What are you willing to lose? I didn't get a real family, mommy, daddy, and all that stuff, and I have no idea what an uncle and aunt and all that stuff is. All right, I finally got a wife with 6 kids and 10 grandkids. I'm not going to jeopardize my family. Corporation, they sue you. Division process. It's the only way you can get checkmate and win at the same time, step 23. The ultimate goal is to stop bringing the pain home. So I like big buildings and Lamborghinis. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Raise rules. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Corporations, divisions, how to be a certified CFO into millions of dollars. And that's how it works. So as we play, remember, this year's ending. We have a problem. When it's over, it's over. All right, right now, if it was done, it'll be on its 2nd year come January. Calendar year. There's the goal. So if you need to do this and understand, never have joint credit, buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. Raise rules are simple. I like to give up to 10 times your money back into a program. That way it takes away your excuses. You can write it all off. That is step 24. Become a certified CFO. 750 is not hard to do if that's all you want me to do for you. We analyze, we do a wrapper refresh, we go to class, and we get you to the 750 and hold your hand and see ya. $999 normally. We give you $1,000 card to reimburse you. And based on a broadcast, we give you half price, $499. Card becomes $500. The goal is simple. With the rules and tools now, you maintain 750 forever. Now, if you don't have a corp, I'll give you one. And we'll put you in setup in level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For $999, I'm going to give you 5,000 credit back. $24.99, 25,000 of credit. We're going to add history. We're going to analyze, and we're going to pop credit right away. Ultimate goal. From there, you go to call the Zelle, or you call the office, 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% more. What is your goal right now? Simple. Give referrals. I'll build more credit, or I'll give you 10% back. As long as they named your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I gave you my personal email address too. There's that corp. These are the divisions. What do the banks and grocery stores do? Sam's Club, Geico, Cities. What is your goal? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO. And reprogram your brain to millionaire status. You're going to have to look behind the curtain and understand how things work. You can't hire people to be lazy anymore because that didn't work in the first place. So we stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, all we have to do is Zelle, now, or call 800-254-9506. No more excuses.